Now that we know where our registers go, let's start our modeling in Revit. So I've opened up the MEP file, which you have access to, that was Son made for us, and we're going to start working with it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make it in a floor plan. So I need a new floor plan for it. So I'm going to duplicate to Mac, and I'm going to call it to Mac Zone 1. And you're going to do this for each zone. Now there's a few things that you're going to need to do. I just want to show you some of the tools that you've got available to you. First of all, we've got the crop region, and since this is zone 1, we're going to bring this down to really look at zone 1. And you'll be able to place this onto a sheet in a little while and make sure that you have your scale right and all that kind of stuff. But this is the first thing you're going to do. And then I see that there's a little bit, I don't need to see that. So hide and view. These are all things that you're supposed to kind of know how to do. But we're just going to kind of play it around and show you anyway. Okay. And then we'll turn off our crop view. The next thing is, where am I looking at? So that's your view range. And I'm looking at the level above. That's okay. Down to the associated level. And my view depth is to here. So maybe right now I want to be able to see all the way through so I can just reference what's already there. And I'm going to turn this thing off too, just so that it's like that. And so that's how I get these to show or not show. I just wanted a reference to see where everything was and see how it's doing okay. So that's under view range. It's over in your properties. And it's your how far are you viewing? And usually we go down to that level. Okay. Now in this area, remember our HVAC unit is going to be on the roof, but our air terminals are going to be at like 10 feet high enough so nobody can hit their head, low enough so they're still blowing good air. And I remember from my SNP that I want to come down like 7 feet, 7 feet, 7 feet over, place it in the middle, then I'll copy it about not quite 14 feet, probably 13 feet, and then put a couple more over here. And this doesn't have to be perfect right now. We're just getting a good idea. So I have to figure those out with a detail line, right? And so I'll come over 7 feet and down 7 feet. And that's where one register will go. Over 7 feet, up 7 feet. That's where the next one will go. And the other one will go on the midpoint between those. So now it's time for me to put in my first set of registers. I'm going to put one at that point, at the midpoint, and at the end point there. So how do I put one in? So now we're going to go into our systems, and we're going to put it in an air terminal. And let me look at my SNP again. I just did this in the last one. 8 registers, 6 by 6 neck, 135 CFM. So let's see if I have an air terminal like that. Nope. I've just got this one. Okay, and I'm sure you guys remember when you have to make a new one, it's under Edit Type. Edit the type, and I'm going to make a duplicate of this because I like my 2 by 2 and all this other kind of stuff. So I'll make a duplicate that is a 6 by 6, 6 by 6 connection. And that means that my duct width will be 6 inch. My duct height will be 6 inch. And I think that's what I'm going to get on here. Yep, that's it. So, and I'm going to put it 10 feet from level 1. I think that'll be easier. And I'm going to make it 135 CFM. Let's put those in. One goes there, one goes there, and one goes there. Now I don't have a 3D view to look at that in yet, so I need to make one. And the easiest way is to copy my plumbing view. I'm going to duplicate that plumbing view, but then I've got to tell it that it's an HVAC view. Remember all this stuff? Mechanical, but instead of plumbing, it needs to be an HVAC view. And so that is my HVAC. And I have to tell it what I'm going to see in here. Visibility and graphics. So I want to see air terminals and all these ducting things. I want to see all those. So I should be able to see those if I am. And let me see why I'm not seeing those. There they are, and they are at 10 feet from level 1. So I should be able to see that in this view, and I'm not seeing them. I'm going to have to come back and take a look at that.